Hello, mystery seekers. I'm Trace Duncan, stepping in for my father, Doug Duncan, to delve into the darker corners of our world. We're about to embark on a journey through the fog of fear and uncertainty, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. Together, we'll uncover the hidden, the overlooked, the things that lurk in the shadows and the corners of your mind. So, brace yourselves as we venture into the unknown. Today, we shed light on a creature that prefers the shadows, the Moth Man. It does. The Moth Man's tale begins in the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, in the late 1960s. This was a time when the town was just another dot on the map, a place where everyone knew everyone and life was simple. But all that was about to change. On the night of November 12, 1966, 5 gravediggers working in a local cemetery spotted something unusual. It was a figure, humanoid in shape, but with wings that took off from the nearby trees. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. This was the first recorded sighting of what would soon become known as the Moth Man, and it sent a chill down the spines of the people of Point Pleasant. But this was just the beginning. Just 3 days later, 2 young couples were driving near an old factory on the outskirts of town, an area known as the TNT area. What they encountered that night would change their lives forever. They saw a large winged creature with glowing red eyes. Terrified, they sped away, but the creature followed them, effortlessly keeping pace with their car. They reported the encounter to the local authorities, sparking a wave of fear and intrigue that would engulf the town. In the following weeks and months, more and more sightings were reported. The creature was described as a man-sized bird, or a winged man, often associated with a chilling sense of dread and foreboding. Theories began to circulate. Was it a misidentified bird, an elaborate hoax, or something far more sinister? The local media picked up on the story, dubbing the creature the Moth Man. The name stuck, and so did the fear. The Moth Man became a phenomenon, a legend, a chilling specter that hung over the town of Point Pleasant. And thus, the legend of the Moth Man was born, forever haunting the town of Point Pleasant. As we delve deeper into this eerie tale, remember, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. But what makes the Mothman so terrifying? Is it his appearance, or is it something more? The fear of the Mothman isn't merely about his physical form, though it's certainly a key factor. Picture this, a creature standing at over 7 feet tall, with a wingspan that eclipses the tallest man. He's not of our world, yet he exists in it, lurking in the shadows where we least expect. But it's not just his size that chills the blood. His eyes, they glow, a bright, unnatural red that pierces through the darkness, haunting those who've seen them. Yet, when we delve deeper into the essence of the Mothman, we find that it's not just his terrifying appearance that instills fear. It's the feelings that accompany his sightings, the dread that seeps into the bones of those who encounter him. It's as if his presence brings with it an ominous prophecy, a foreshadowing of disaster. This isn't just a creature that instills fear. He is a portent of doom. Many who have reported encounters with the Mothman speak of an overwhelming sense of unease, a creeping dread that lingers long after the creature has disappeared. They tell tales of nightmares, of sleepless nights, of a fear so intense it's almost palpable. This isn't simply a monster from a horror movie. This is a creature that invades your psyche, that leaves a lasting imprint on your soul. There's something inherently unsettling about the Mothman, something that goes beyond his terrifying physical attributes. He doesn't just exist in the physical world. He permeates our thoughts, our dreams, our deepest fears. He's a specter that haunts the corners of our minds, a shadow that lingers even in the light of day. He's a reminder of the unknown, of the mysteries that lurk in the darkness. The Mothman isn't just a creature of nightmares, he's an embodiment of our deepest, darkest fears. He's a symbol of the unknown, of the things we can't explain, of the mysteries that lie just beyond our comprehension. He's a reminder that there are things in this world that we don't understand, things that defy explanation, things that terrify us to our very core. The Mothman is more than just a terrifying creature. He's a symbol, a harbinger of something far more sinister. He's a reminder of our own mortality, of the fragility of our existence. He's a symbol of the unknown, of the mysteries that lie just beyond our comprehension. He's a reminder that there are things in this world that we don't understand, things that defy explanation, things that terrify us to our very core. The Moth Man, a creature of nightmares, seems to be a harbinger of something far more sinister. The Mothman is not bound to Point Pleasant alone. His eerie presence has been reported far and wide. Let's dive into the global sightings of this ominous figure. We'll start with the Chicago Mothman sightings, which began around 2011. Over the span of 6 years, over 55 sightings were reported in the Windy City alone. Described as a large, black, bat-like being with glowing red eyes, the Chicago Mothman has been seen flying over the city's skyline and even perched atop high-rise buildings. Crossing the Atlantic, we find ourselves in England. In 2016, a man in Mon in Cornwall reported seeing a creature resembling the Mothman. He described the entity as human-sized but with wings sprouting from its back. The sighting occurred near a church, adding an extra layer of eeriness to the encounter. Even the vast expanse of Russia hasn't been left untouched. Back in 2009, several people in Moscow reported seeing a creature that fits the Mothman's description. Sightings were concentrated around the Mir apartment complex, instilling fear and panic among the residents. Now, let's take a trip down under to Australia. In 2015, a couple driving at night near Mount Archer claimed to have seen a large winged creature standing by the side of the road. The figure's glowing red eyes stared back at them, leaving them with a chilling memory they'll never forget. In Japan, a country rich with myths and legends, Mothman sightings have been reported as well. In 2012, several sightings were reported in the Kanagawa prefecture. The creature was described as a large, dark figure with wings and glowing red eyes, strikingly similar to descriptions from other parts of the world. Now back to the United States and specifically to the state of Texas. In 2017, during the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, numerous sightings of a large winged creature were reported in the Houston area. The creature was described as having a large wingspan and red eyes, fitting the description of the Mothman. These are just a handful of the reported sightings of the Mothman. From urban metropolises to serene countrysides, from the chilly expanses of Russia to the warm coasts of Australia, the Mothman has left its mark. Each sighting, each encounter adds to the enigmatic nature of this creature. But there's a common thread that binds these sightings: disaster. The Mothman is often seen before tragic events, leading many to believe that he is a harbinger of doom. From the collapse of the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant to the Chernobyl disaster to Hurricane Harvey, the Mothman's appearance often precedes calamity. Wherever he appears, disaster seems to follow, earning him the title the Harbinger of Doom. The Mothman's appearance is as unsettling as the feelings he provokes. This chilling, enigmatic creature known as the Mothman is not your typical apparition. His physical attributes, as described by witnesses over the years, are enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Firstly, let's talk about his size. The Mothman is no ordinary man, nor is he a simple moth. This creature is reported to stand at a towering height of 7 feet, dwarfing your average human. Imagine, for a moment, standing face to face with a being that tall. The sheer size of the Mothman is enough to instill fear in the hearts of the bravest among us. Now picture this: you're staring at this colossal figure, and then you see them, 2 glowing red eyes burning brightly in the night. Witnesses often describe these eyes as hypnotic, almost otherworldly. They aren't the friendly twinkling eyes you'd find on a cartoon character. Oh no. These are eyes that pierce the darkness, eyes that seem to see right into your soul. They're like 2 crimson lighthouses, signaling danger and mystery. And then there's his wings. Yes, you heard it right. The Mothman, true to his name, possesses a pair of wings, unlike any bird or insect you've seen. These wings, spanning nearly 10 feet in width, are said to unfurl with a sound akin to a flag flapping in a strong wind. Their sheer size and the speed at which they move are enough to create a gust of wind, leaving a chill in the air. But it's not just his wings. The Mothman's body is covered in a dark, grayish-brown, leathery skin, or perhaps it's fur or feathers. The reports vary. Regardless, this covering further enhances his ominous appearance, making him seem like a creature that has stepped right out of a nightmare. Also, let's not forget the absence of a head. Yes, you heard that right. The Moth Man doesn't have a distinct head. Instead, his glowing red eyes are embedded in his chest, creating a bizarre and disturbing silhouette that's hard to forget. This eerie image, combined with his reported ability to take flight and disappear into the night sky without a trace, makes the Moth Man a truly terrifying figure. To add to this, the Moth Man is often associated with an impending disaster, making his appearance all the more ominous and unsettling. The Moth Man's appearance is a blend of the familiar and the strange, the human and the monstrous. This juxtaposition is perhaps what makes him so unsettling. He's not quite human, not quite animal, but something in between. A creature from the shadows, a figure of terror. His image, once seen, is forever etched in the minds of those unfortunate enough to encounter him. But, despite the fear, curiosity about the Mothman runs deep. From the eerie desolation of the West Virginia hills to the bustling city streets of Chicago, the enigma of the Mothman persists. Theories about this creature's existence are as diverse and captivating as the tales of its sightings. Some believe the Mothman to be a harbinger of doom, an omen appearing before disasters. This belief is rooted in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, in 1967. The bridge's collapse, which claimed 46 lives, occurred shortly after numerous Mothman sightings in the area. This chilling correlation has made many question if the Mothman is a forewarning of catastrophe. Another popular theory suggests the Mothman is an undiscovered species, a cryptid dwelling in the remote corners of our world. Advocates of this theory argue that the Mothman's consistent description, a humanoid figure with glowing red eyes and large moth-like wings, suggests a real creature rather than a figment of imagination. Then there are those who venture into the realm of the supernatural. They propose the Mothman to be a ghost or a demonic entity. The creature's eerie ability to instill raw fear in those who encounter it, and its seemingly supernatural abilities, lend credence to this theory. Science, on the other hand, offers a more grounded perspective. Some experts suggest the Mothman could be a misidentified sandhill crane, a large bird with red coloring around its eyes. Others propose that the Mothman is an embodiment of mass hysteria, a psychological phenomenon where fear and rumor spread through a population, leading to exaggerated beliefs and behaviors. Then there's the extraterrestrial theory. The Mothman's strange appearance, its ability to fly, and the high-speed chases reported by witnesses have led some to believe that this creature may be an alien life form visiting our planet. And finally, for the skeptics among us, there's the theory of hoaxes and misinterpretations. Some argue that the Mothman sightings are simply elaborate pranks or mistaken sightings of common animals. Each theory, as diverse as they are, adds another layer to the mystery of the Mothman. They fuel our fascination and our fear, drawing us deeper into the enigma. In the end, the Mothman remains a captivating mystery. It's a symbol of our collective fear of the unknown and our unending quest for understanding. It's a chilling reminder that there are things in this world that remain beyond our comprehension. Lurking in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. Whether a figment of collective fear, an unexplained phenomenon, or a real creature, the Mothman continues to haunt us. The Mothman remains shrouded in mystery, his existence debated, his intentions unknown. As we delve deeper into the enigma that is the Mothman, we find ourselves tangled in a web of truth and fiction. Is he a harbinger of doom, or just a misunderstood creature of the night? Are the lines blur as we grapple with the unknown? As we part ways, remember sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your mind alert. Before we wrap up, I have a small request. If you've enjoyed our journey into the dark, exploring the mysteries and enigmas that lurk in the shadows, please subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you become a vital part of our community, joining us as we delve deeper into the unknown. Don't miss out on any of our future explorations. Hit that notification bell, and you'll be the first to know when we uncover a new mystery. If you found the Mothman as fascinating as we have, give this video a like and leave a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe in the Mothman? Have you or someone you know ever encountered him? Your insights and experiences fuel our investigations. Finally, share this video with others who might enjoy a trip into the unknown. The more eyes we have searching the dark, the more we can uncover. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until our next encounter, keep your eyes open, your mind alert, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. Show I die Kise drawing